your androgens come up. So your testosterone, DHEA, androstenedione, these things will naturally come up with carbohydrates because...
All right, and then you kind of touched on carbohydrates and their role.
Yeah.
You need carbs.
Two things for building muscle.
Or you don't. I don't know.
No, carbs are not.
There.
Unfortunately, carbohydrates are not considered an essential nutrient, or what we call a nutrient. Now, it's kind of redundant when you say essential nutrient, because a nutrient in the science community means it's essential and the body can't live without it. That's the definition. Okay, like your vitamins and minerals. Your body can't live without them, right? You're dead. Your life doesn't even start without them. And it's a shitty life when you don't get enough of them. People just don't realize how shitty it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, carbohydrates now, when it comes to muscle building, if you're in a muscle building phase, you want about a 2-to-1 ratio of carbs over protein. So if you're getting 200 grams of protein daily, you're going to want at least 400 grams of carbs, and the rest can be fat. But fat's in the protein, it'll be whatever else you're eating, your fish, So that's the goal, because that gets your testosterone levels to the high. These people that stay on high protein diets all the time, high protein diet, don't forget, when you say 200 grams, you weigh 200 pounds, that's not a high protein diet. Right. Now, if you're talking to some, lame scientist that doesn't really understand sports nutrition, they'll go, well, anything above the RDA is high protein. And the only thing the RDA is good for is sedentary, small mammals when it comes to protein amounts. That's just a joke. For some reason, no one's rewritten it, and it should be, but no one gets paid to do that, so they don't bother with it. And no one eats just that anyway. So the bottom line is, carbohydrates are not above that. In other words, they should be about 50% of the total calorie. If you're eating, 5,000 calories a day, 50% of it should probably, like 2,000 calories anyway, 2,500 should be from your carbs, or 2,000 or so. Yeah. That brings your testosterone levels up. Your androgens come up. So your testosterone, DHEA, androstenedione, these things will naturally come up with carbohydrates, because carbohydrates are really, even though protein bumps insulin too, insulin is the most powerful hormone in the human body, most powerful, obviously. So we end up anabolic hormone too. So carbohydrates stimulate insulin more than protein, and you get both of them going, and your insulin goes up, your growth hormone, your insulin growth factor, all these things go up. It raises your testosterone levels. And I just did a whole little report on that in the Practitioner Dietary Supplement Reference Guide. It's second a bodybuilder finishes a competition, because you can't be high carbs, obviously. At the end, you're dieting, your carbs are the last thing you need, okay? So those are going all the way down. The second you get done, you get back to your high carbs, get higher carbs, and then be able to jock your testosterone up. So yes, that's how they're important. But the second part of it is energy. Yeah. That's the first source of energy in the human body. They're the first things to be converted to glucose, which is the only currency we use as far as sugar goes, into our muscle and so forth. We have much better workouts, and that's been shown all day long. You might get away with a couple of workouts, low carb, just running on adrenaline. Right. But again, that's going to wear out after a while. You get lightheaded and dizzy and all that. So yes, carbs are really muscle building, absolutely important.
Yeah. That's all we're talking about is muscle building. Exactly. So whatever important is pertinent to muscle building, please. Yep. Say that.
Yeah, get your carbs back up in the off season when you're not dieting. I'm telling everybody that right now. If you want to gain the most muscle possible.
We're not even talking about dieting, so we're strictly in a muscle building phase right now.
So about half your total calories should be from good carbs.